right, guys, we're starting lesson 22, understanding the equivalent fractions, okay? So we're going to explore equivalent fractions, meaning fractions that are equal to each other, right? Session 1, okay? But first, it says copy each model to complete. So shade to show 3/8. So if I have this square that's divided equally, okay? That's divided equally, okay? That's divided equally, okay? There's 8 sections altogether, right? It says 3/8, okay? This is going to tell me how many I'm going to shade in. So how many am I going to shade in? 3. So I could just do this. There's 2 there, okay? That represents 3/8 when I shade everything in, okay? Now, on the number line, I need labeled 3/8. So it looks like this number line is divided into how many sections? 8. Because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I need to put my dot, okay, wherever the 3/8 is. Okay. So let's see. So this tells me where I'm going to put it at, right? So basically, how many jumps am I going to make? 3 from 0, correct? So look, 1, 2, 3. That's where my dot is. Okay, that's 3/8. Just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch the video. All right, so on page 403, I'm posing this question, okay? How can 2 different fractions be equal? So if I have 2/4, okay? 2/4, and I have 3/6, those are 2 different fractions. How can both of those be equal to each other?
They're both 1/2 of the denominator.
Yeah. Okay. But each one of those, the numerator, which is a top number, is half of the denominator. Good. Okay. And how can I know that? Well, by making a shape. So here's my pi. Okay. I divide this one into 4ths, like this. I divide this one into 6ths, like this. And then I shade them in. Right? 2/4. How many am I going to shade in? What? 2. Okay. 3/6. How many am I'm going to shade in, everybody?
3.
Say that again.
3.
Even though they're 2 different fractions, did I shade the same amount on each pi?
Yeah.
Yes, I shade half. Okay. It's still half. Okay. So this is how we're going to answer this question right here. Look. Okay. So look, the 2 circles and 2 number lines shown are the same size. So each circle is the same size, right? It says shade 1/2 of the first circle and 2/4 of the second circle. So let's do that. I might want to get a crayon. It's a lot easier that way. So we have to shade in half of this one. And 2/4 of this one. I'm still shading the same amount, right? Then I need to label this on the number line. Okay. It says label 1/2 on the top number line and 2/4 on the bottom number line. Okay. What can you say about the fractions 1/2 and 2/4? So what can we say about those? Good morning. So based on all this, what can you say about both fractions, 1/2 and 2/4? They are what?
Equal.
They're equal. They're the same. Okay? They're the same. The same amount was shaded in on both. Okay? Obviously, if think about it as of a pizza. Okay? Obviously, here each slice is going to be a little bit smaller than these two, right? But it's the same amount. Okay? This one, both sides, half of it was shaded in, and this one's shaded in. Okay? So it's different fractions that name the same amount of the whole are equivalent fractions. Okay? So circle the pair of models that shows 1/2 and 2/4. Okay? All right, here we go. You think these are equal? Yes, they could be, but this is a circle, this is a square. Okay, you think these are equal? No. If it was going to be equal, then this should have been a little wider here. You should have this then. It should have this. Like that. To make it look like this one. Okay. How about these two? Are these equal? Aren't half shaded in on both? Right? It's just that this one has a, you don't see it, but there should be a line right here. Okay? About right there. There should be a line about right there. But you don't see it. But these two are equal. Okay? This is a half and this is 2/4. So go ahead and circle that. It says, how did you know which pair of models and to circle in part A? Well, each rectangle had to be the same size. Okay? The circle and this square are not the same size. This rectangle and this rectangle are not the same size. These two are the same size, they're just divided differently. Okay? But both amounts are still shaded in, right? Half. Go to 484, right here. It says once you make sure the holes are the same size, so look, all of these are the same size, correct? Yes? Yep. They're all the same size. They're all the same size. Okay. Once you make sure the holes are the same size, look at the sizes of the parts. In each hole, name the equivalent fraction. So label each part of the model at the right with the unit fraction it represents. So like this. Okay. What's the fraction for the first square right here? This one. 1/2, right? So put a half in the first one. Okay. What's the unit fraction for the second one? It's 1 with how many sections I have? 1/4. Okay. What's the unit fraction for the third one? 1/6. The denominator tells me how many sections I have, and then it's always 1 at the top for a unit fraction. What's the unit fraction for the bottom one?
1/8.
1/8. Okay. Shade the top model to show a half. So I have 2 halves, right? It says to shade them. How many am I going to shade in? Just half of it, correct? A half. How many parts did you shade? How many parts did we shade? Just one. We only shaded one. Okay. Shade the second model to show a fraction equivalent to a half. Okay. So on this model right here, how many am I going to shade in to it to equal a half? 2. Okay. So how many parts did we shade? 2 of them. Whoops. Then it says shade the third model to show a fraction equivalent to a half. All right. How many did I shade there?
3.
It says how many parts did you shade? 3 of them. Then it says shade a half on the fourth model. Okay. How many did I shade the bottom one? 4 of them. Okay. So then here it says complete the equation using the model. Okay. So I went a half is equal to how many fourths? 2. 2 fourths is equal to how many sixths?
3.
3 sixths. And then a half is equal to how many eighths? 4 eighths. Good. All of these are equivalent fractions. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. All right. So now we're going to do pages 1 and 2 of your equivalent fractions packet. Okay. So look at number 1. All right. That should be good. This is number 1. Look at number 1. Yeah, that's better. Okay. We need to put a fraction under each diagram of the stuff that's shaded in. Okay. That's the direction. Right. That's what it says. Write the fractions that make each statement true. All right. Let's see. On the first one, how many are shaded in?
3.
3 out of how many? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So this is 3 nines. Okay. Here, how many are shaded in? 1 out of 3, 1/3. And actually, it is right. That's equal. So we just did the first one. All right. How about number 2? You tell me what I need to do. 1/2, right? So 1 shaded in out of 2. How about the next one? 4 eighths. 4 shaded in out of 8. Okay. This is page 1. All right. Number 3. The first one, how many are shaded in? 3 out of 6. So 3 6. Good. Next. 1/2. 1 out of 2. All right. Let's keep going. Number 4. How many are shaded in? There's 6 shaded in out of 10. Correct. Okay. Here, how many are shaded in? 3 out of 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, there's a couple here. Let me make this a little smaller like this so you can see. All right. So the first one, how many are shaded in? 1/3. Next, 2/6.
3/9.
And then here's 3 are shaded in out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 9. 3 9s. So this one, it says to write equivalent or not equivalent. All right, let's see. Number 1, are they equal? Not really. Okay, because this is if it was straight across, look, if I drew a line across like this and the other red line like this, that would be fourths. Does this look like this side? No, it doesn't. So is it equivalent or not equivalent? Not equivalent. So write not equivalent. That's it. How about number 2? Are they equal? Are they equal?
No.
No. So not equivalent either. Just look at the amount that's shaded in. Okay. How about 3?
Yes. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This was 1/3. Look. This is 1/3. And this is 3 9s. They are equivalent. Look. They are equivalent. Okay? They are equivalent. So number 3 is equivalent. Okay? Equivalent. Number 3 is equivalent. How about 4? Nope. This is only shaded right here. Well, this one is shaded half. Half of this is shaded. Is this one half shaded? No. So it's not equivalent. Okay? And this was not equivalent either, number 1. And this was also not equivalent. Okay? All right. All right. So number 5.
Yes.
Is it equivalent?
Yes.
Yes, the whole thing is shaded in. How about 6?
Yes.
Look at it again. Look at it again. Are the same amounts shaded in?
Yes.
Yes, this is half shaded in, and so is this. So yes, both are equivalent. And we said this was equivalent too. And we said that this was not equivalent. Number 5, this was 4 right here. Okay.